Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to do some more technicals and we're going to specifically talk about candlestick analysis. Now I'm doing this with a chart of Apple, and right now I don't have anything on this chart. It's just a bare chart. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to basically have a view where every single candlestick represents one day. So I could do the 10-year one day, I could do the 1 year one day, or whatever, as long as one candlestick equals one day. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on more recent price action. So basically everything from here to there. All right. So here's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at each individual candlestick, and I'm going to look for price action that seems a little bit abnormal. Now right off the bat, I could see a very clear one, and I'm going to show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get our drawing tool. We're going to set a price level right here. Look at this candle. This candle, the bottom of this candle is right around 147.72. I'm going to go ahead and mark that. The top of this candle is right around 157.32. I'm going to go ahead and mark that as well. Now, this is absolutely insane. This is basically saying in one day, we moved about $10. In one day, we moved about $10. Now, think about that for a second. That's pretty darn crazy. I mean, Apple is right now, it's at 146.71. I mean, imagine just moving $10 in one day. That's lunacy. That's crazy. So when you see a candle like this, you want to set a support and a resistance above that, because this candle is going to dictate price action. Now, pay attention to price action over here. You know, what happened all over here? Well, basically, we were chopping within this range. I mean, look right here. We tried to get back to the top of this candle, but as you guys can see, bears jumped the gun. You know, they didn't even want for it to go all the way up and touch this resistance again. They were saying, oh, no, 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 we're going to short it before it even gets there, because we're trying to get ahead of everybody else. So what happens? You get something called a gravestone doji. Now let's just zoom in on this a little bit more. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this a little bit more. So as you guys can see, this right there, that is a gravestone doji. Now, what exactly is a gravestone doji? It is when price action goes high intraday, but near the end of the day, that entirely fades, leaving a small body on the candle and a massive wick above. So they call this type of candle a gravestone doji. Now, here's what else we could do. We could go ahead and set a support trend line, and we could go ahead, grab that support and that right there. So now you guys can see, look what happened. You know, we were pretty much on the support line. We bounced, we bounced, we bounced, gravestone doji, and just so you guys are clear, this type of candlestick can sometimes signal a reversal. And clearly, we saw that right here. So people see this, weakness, and then you see a reversal. Now notice that we broke underneath this defined area that was defined by this candlestick right here. So the next question, well, what happens next? You know, where is our next defined range? Now I'm going to show you that. So we're going to look at the next candle. What is the candlestick that got us to this price action? It's this candlestick right here. Now this candlestick is nothing to sneeze at either. It's pretty massive. So we're going to go ahead, set our support and set our resistances. And let's just look at this candlestick right here. This is pretty much going from around 141.20 to around 146.43. So that's a little bit over a $5 move. Now, here's the next thing that we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and extend everything to the left. So extend it to the left right there. Extend it to the left. Extend it to the left. Let's see, where is it? Oh, oops, wrong thing. There we go. Extend it to the left and extend it to the left. Now, let's see what we actually grabbed. Now, take a look at this candlestick. You know what? This looks awfully similar to this one right here. So if you look, this candlestick literally defined this move right here, or this range. So notice that we have something very similar right there. So this is a very clear resistance. This is a very clear support. When we broke that support, we saw a massive downfall, a flush, a flush. So where could we potentially go right now? Well, we could flush into this zone, or we could get back into this zone. So this little area right here, this 147.84 to this 146.49, this is like purgatory right now. We're saying, uh-oh, well, what's going to go on here? Do we want to flush down here, or do we want to get back into this range? So right now, we are literally in purgatory. Now, pay attention to this candle as well. Well, this candle, it looks awfully similar to this candle. I mean, they're pretty much identical, the range. So this candle right here, it literally hit the same zones. So this is very clear resistance. This is very clear support. And when you have massive moves like this, they're literally defining the zone that you're going to trade in. So as you guys can see where we are right now, we risk flushing all the way down here. And then, if we flush under here, well, oh boy, I mean, the sell-off could be pretty significant. I mean, if we're just looking right here, there is another massive candle right here. And this candle in itself is pretty authoritative as well. Look at that. That move is literally 134 all the way to 143.42. So that's pretty much a $10 move as well. So this is pretty much saying, hey, you know what? If we invalidate this trend line, we could have a move that could pretty much get us into this next zone. So let me just go ahead and draw that out. So drawing tools, horizontal trend line, and boom. I'm going to go ahead, extend that out to the left. So this is a very great way to figure out how your support and resistances play out looking at candlestick movements. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great one.